everybody, and welcome to Kdcodewebs, the Coder's Mindset. And the Coder's Mindset has been developed by me, Kdcodewebs, Kinchetta Dudley, aka. But I created the Coder's Mindset for you as aspiring future coders. You need to know how programmers think. Why is this important? Because when I first started my coding journey, I thought I knew how to learn. As a doctoral student, constantly reading research articles and constantly applying my learning through the process of writing, I just thought I knew how to learn. And what I came to develop and find out is the fact that coders have a different mindset. And the mindset that coders have is one to be respected, is worthy of us exploring it and being able to understand what is it that coders actually do and why does this mindset matter. So it's important for you to understand how computer programmers think, reason, and solve problems. If you start to understand how coders think and rationalize, this practice can therefore not only be applied to coding, but what I found, the way coders can think and process information can also be applied to life, right? Null is null. So you might be wondering, what is the coder's mindset? What do coders do on a daily basis, and what are the specific strategies that are involved that coders use? So let's start with the definition, right? Coders, we do define things, but I think as we define this mindset, it's important for us to understand that it's a very unique way of thinking. And I'm not going to call this way of thinking linear because it's not. It's a way of thinking that describes how coders solve problems. By applying the coder's mindset, we have been able to acquire knowledge very quickly. We stay engaged and motivated while we're doing the rigorous or challenging process of trying to solve maybe how to add a button to a very specific location on a page and then how to add multiple functionalities with that button, right? Just as an example. But coders have the ability to drive our own learning. We have figured out we are masters at driving our own learning. So therefore, Kdcodewebs found it very necessary to provide this way for you guys to be able to understand this mindset, because there is an increased, heightened way of reasoning and being able to solve problems. So here's why I created it a little bit more. So I had always loved the idea of an application being on a mobile device. And why? Because it helped me to do things quickly, helped me to navigate places because I was really bad at directions. I used to write down the directions manually, and imagine like 10 years ago writing down directions from a web-based program and being able to try to get those directions to show mobile and then trying to coordinate the directions. No, by using an application such as Waze or Google Maps or Apple Maps, really helped to expedite my travel. So I started to realize how important web applications and mobile applications are just to our life. But that's as a user, right? That's as a user of the app, not necessarily as the creator of the app. So then I started becoming more curious about, well, what is involved in the process of that creation of that application? What is it that developers do to create these dynamic and highly functional applications that people sometimes, like, a part of their life is highly dependent on this application, right? And the functioning power of this application. So when I first started programming, there was a clear discrepancy between the way that I processed information and what was required of me as a novice programmer. It was very challenging because I didn't quite understand. I thought I knew how to research. You really don't know how to research until you research for programming. And once you start researching for programming, like using Stack Overflow or using the MDNs, the Mozilla. So that it was tough because I had trouble even reading and deciphering what was on those documents in terms of how to apply that to my program, to get my program to be highly functional and ready to be able to be used, right? So computer programmers, a part of that thinking and mindset involves these key strategies. Very key strategies that I've identified as I was going throughout my programming journey. So we have the ability to question. This is just a quick review. We have the ability to question. We visualize. If you want more of this, if you want to learn more about this, I highly recommend checking out my Inspire to Code. The entire course is available for purchase, and I highly recommend you check out more about the coder's mindset, and it will be coming to an ebook near you pretty soon.